If you're tired of formatting your Kindle ebooks, this video is for you. Here you will learn how to turn a manuscript into a Kindle-ready ebook using Designrr fast. I'll show you how to create a Kindle project inside the Designrr, how to prepare your manuscript for import, which Kindle template you need to use, and the formatting rules you must follow before exporting your ebook. We'll also open the file in Kindle Previewer to confirm it looks right on real devices. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to go from manuscript to a Kindle-ready file you can confidently upload to Amazon KDP. Are you ready? Let's go! Before we touch Designrr, we should answer why even use Designrr for Kindle? Because it takes a clean document and turns it into a real Kindle EPUB export without you having to hand code anything. That's the value. Now, for this video, you will need 3 things. Number 1, a finished manuscript, Google Docs or a Word document. Number 2, Designrr Pro, because Kindle Export is a Pro feature. Standard is great for PDF exports, but if your goal is KDP Kindle, you need a Pro version. Number 3, Kindle Previewer. It's a free app from Amazon, and this is what lets you see exactly how your book will look on a Kindle, phone or a tablet before you upload anything. I really recommend you download this app. I'll leave a link in the description. And here's the rule to remember: Kindle is reflowable, so a very simple formatting is what we need here. Okay, before we start, let's quickly cover pricing because this is where people get confused. There are 2 ways how you can access this tool. It's via subscription or a one-time deal. If you go to the subscription route, Kindle Export is available on the Pro plan for $39 a month, so you're paying monthly. But if you want the cheaper pay once and keep it forever plan, that's the deal I've got linked below in the description. It starts at $27 at one-time payment for standard, and that's lifetime access. And then right after you buy this one, they offer an optional upgrade to Pro version for $97 one-time payment, and it also includes a free trial. But again, you get this Pro offer only if you start with this $27 deal. I must also mention that these guys offer a 30-day money-back guarantee, so if you're not happy with the product, you can always claim your money back. Alright, before I import this into Designrr, let me show you my manuscript because this is what makes the rest of the process easy. So here it is. I have it in Google Docs. You can have it in Word document. It's up to you. But here's what required to have prepared for everything to work smooth. Number 1, you should have clear headings. Your chapter titles, like this one, should be formatted in H2, and all the subheadings that you want to use, like this one here, should be also formatted accordingly. So in my case, it's H3s. I recommend you to do the same. And this matters because Kindle uses your H2 chapter titles to build navigation or table of contents automatically. So you don't have to manually build table of contents page in your document. Just get your H2s right. So again, remember, every chapter title should be formatted in H2. The second important rule is to keep everything one column in normal paragraphs. No crazy formatting, just clean, plain text. Also keep clean spacing, no tabs, no random indents, no empty lines, just normal paragraph breaks. For this tutorial, I have one image here. Make sure it's in line, make sure it has no text wrap, and general advice is to try to avoid super tall images because on Kindle they can scale weird or even disappear when people change the text size. You can also add images later in the Designrr. I just found it easier if you prepare everything in advance in your document. You'll also notice that I don't have any page breaks here. The content just flows as one continuous document. So don't worry about page breaks, we don't need them, just to make sure your chapter names are formatted as H2s. That's very important. Another quick note, if you want to have a disclaimer or copyright page, like I will have it here, and if you have a title for it, make sure don't make this title as a heading. Keep it normal text so it doesn't show up as a chapter in Kindle navigation or table of contents. So I got highlighted this and we can see it's formatted as normal text. So that's important too. Either way, you can fix everything you need inside the Designrr, but it's way faster to get the structure right in Google Docs first, because if your doc is messy, the import is messy and you'll waste time fixing it later. Okay, now that we have our clean manuscript, let's import it into the Designrr. So once we are inside the Designrr's dashboard, we go over to Create and choose eBook. Next, we have to choose our format, and this is important. For that, we select Kindle EPUB Export right here. If you don't see this option, that means you're not on a Pro plan, because again, Kindle Export is a Pro only. Now for the baseline, this is where your content comes from. We go to the upload file, insert link, and you can upload it from Word document or Google Docs. In my case, I'm using Google Docs, so I get back to my Google Doc. Here on the right top corner, I click on Share. I make sure that the general access is switched from restricted to anyone with the link, so Designrr can access it. I copy the link and I click on Done. Then I paste that link inside the Designrr project creator and I click on add. So now Designrr is converting my Google Doc. I click on next and let's start. Okay, now we are inside the text editor and this part is quick. Here we just check that import went well and right away I can see that it pulled my title wrong. That's the introduction title, so I quickly change that. And apart from that, we just check if there are no formatting issues. We check if there's no random spacing. Most of the time everything is going to be fine. It's just the title sometimes that can be messed up. So everything looks clean here. So once we are done reviewing the content, we click on choose a template. Now we are at the template step. While Designrr has over 300 templates to choose from, we need this particular one, Kindle EPUB. This is a basic template, and just to be clear, this template is a basic on purpose. Kindle doesn't care about fancy page design. Kindle cares about readability and compatibility, and we have to follow their rules. We select this template and click on use this template. Now this is a preview stage. Here we can preview how our ebook currently looks like. In our case, this stage is not important because if we need to make any changes, we will make them in the next step. So we click straight to the edit design. Now we are in the design editor. This is where Kindle formatting really gets decided, not in Google Docs and not in the text editor. Just so you know, we won't be designing a lot of things here because for Kindle ebooks, we need to keep everything super simple. But if you want to learn how to use this design editor effectively, I've made a separate video on that so you can check it out. The first thing I want to do here is to fix our cover. We can see that Designrr has generated me an extra title. I don't like that. I'll change it into something like calm down. What I'll do next is to add a background image for my cover. So for that, I head over to this top left corner over here and click the image icon. From here, from this left sidebar, you can upload your own background image by clicking here, or you can browse suggested images. These are royalty-free images from Unsplash. I'll do that, and I'll choose something like that for this example. Looks fine. Move this up a little bit, that as well. Again, I'm not trying to be perfect here. This is just an example. Let's say our cover is fixed, and here is the content. Now, what I want to talk about is the page breaks. Ideally, you want every new chapter like this one start on a new page. That's a professional way to create a Kindle ebook. You can do that by going to Elements, clicking Page Break, and dragging and dropping it just right after your previous section ends. But the good news is that you don't have to do it. As long as your chapter headings are formatted as H2s, Designrr will automatically do page breaks when you export it in Kindle file, and I'll prove that to you in a minute. So we don't need to create any page breaks. I just show you the way how to do it if you really want to, but again, we don't need that. So just click back. So I keep my content flow continuously in this document without worrying about any page breaks. Also, don't worry about the font style and size. Don't worry about the colors or even padding, like here for example. If you're not happy with these paddings here or that padding here at the top, just remember Kindle is reflowable, so the reader's device and settings control how these aspects look. As you go through your ebook, make sure that there's no extra unnecessary spacing. Make sure your ebook has no headers and footers, text wrap around images, background images, multi-column layouts, call to action buttons, fancy boxes, or any overlapping elements. That's because Kindle will strip or reformat a lot of that anyway, and sometimes it just looks broken. If you want to add something to your current content, you can do it, but the only things you can add are headings, paragraphs, images, or links. That's it. If you want to add images, here's how you do it. You go on the left sidebar over here, click on images, find the image you like, and simply drag and drop the image wherever you want it to appear. So let's say I'm gonna drop it here. You can adjust the image size if you like, but honestly, you don't have to worry about it. Kindle will make it full width anyway. This image just has to be in line with the text, and it's already in line by default as the Designrr makes it that way. So even though this image is small, it's gonna be full on a Kindle reader. Alright, so it seems that we are ready to export this book, and for that, on the left corner, we click on Publish. We choose this format, Kindle EPUB Export, and we click on Export. Right after the export finishes, Designrr gives you two buttons. One is to download your Kindle EPUB file, that's the actual content of your ebook, and download Kindle cover page. So you'll have to download these two files because when you upload to Amazon KDP, you'll need them both. So go ahead and download them. Alright, now we are going to do the last and most important part. We are going to test how our ebook looks like. For that, open up a Kindle Previewer on your computer. It's the same app I showed you in the beginning. You can download it for free from Amazon. And then we just drag and drop the exported file that Designrr gave us. Not the cover file, but the actual ebook file. Here it is. Right away we can see that automatically new chapters start on a new page, so we didn't have to worry about that in the editor. We have isolated copyright page, our introduction starts on a new page, chapter 1 starts on a new page, chapter 2 starts on a new page, and so on. So that's cool. As we go through these pages, we also see that there are no weird spaces or weird margins. Everything is formatted correctly. Here is the image we have just added in the design editor. As I said, it's converted to the full width, also looking good. Then on the left side here, we can see how our navigation is working. If we click through these sections, we are being directed to the appropriate chapters. And again, that works because we formatted our chapter names with H2 elements. Another thing you want to check is how your ebook looks in different sizes. So the user can set its reading text size. So let's say it goes from 4 to 7. We can see nothing breaks. Chapters are still starting on the new pages. Everything looks fine. No weird spacing, no weird paddings, and so on. The last thing you may want to do is to check how your ebook looks on different devices. So here's how it looks on tablet, but you may as well want to see the phone version. Click through the pages. Or you can set this to Kindle e-reader version. That's black and white. Everything looks fine. So that is it. You now have a Kindle ready file that's been checked in Kindle Previewer. You can now confidently upload this to Amazon KDP. This is how easy you can turn your plain manuscript into a functional, well-formatted Kindle book. If you want to grab Designrr, I've got the 27 one-time standard deal linked below. And if your goal is Amazon KDP Kindle export, again you'll need the one-time pro upgrade, which also includes 7-day free trial. And if you want to learn more about the Designrr and its other features, I've linked below some videos that I made, so I recommend you to watch them. Other than that, if you found this video helpful, I appreciate if you hit like button and subscribe to my channel. That means a lot to me. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you on the next video.